So we finally have our Nikon Z8. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, and today I'd like to give you my 2 cents about the Nikon Z8 that has been just announced and that we were all expecting for a very long time, and now we can finally have it. And it is basically a Nikon Z9 in the smaller and cheaper body. And so Nikon is the very first brand out there to having taken a flagship and put that capabilities and specs and technology into a smaller and cheaper body. So thank you, Nikon, for that. The thing is that we are all trying to understand this machine, but you really cannot, because the language is linear, but we are trying to watch reviews, to read reviews, but the language is linear while the experience is multi-dimensional. And so how can we eventually understand what we're talking about? We really need to have it in our hands and to go out and use it. We watch videos shot with that Z8 and we played in our mind the whole story when we are out there using that tool for recording our own videos, and then eventually we play in our mind that we are able to use the same capabilities and have the same results. But the thing is that the whole sector is evolving. And why am I doing that? Because when I started shooting photography, we needed to be in the right moment and to press the shutter button at the right precise instant that we wanted to portray, and also to have a nice framing to tell a story. While nowadays you can eventually record 20, 100 frames per second with the pictures, with the videos, 8K 60p, 4K 120p. You can have and record more than what your eyes can see, and it is exactly the point that Nikon is making. You can gather and catch and record more than what your eyes are actually seeing. But why do we want to do that? With higher burst rates, with AI helping us with the autofocus tracking, I'm very happy to see that Nikon stayed loyal to its 3D tracking, because we don't need the AI, otherwise we would hand out to the camera too many choices, and that would not be photography anymore, but just having a computer recording a documentary that then we can eventually go back and cut, paste, put together, change the crop, and create a story in post. But the main transition was from being actually out there seeking for that very special moment with northern lights, with wildlife, with weddings, with street photography, with whatever, compared to nowadays be willing to purchase the most advanced technology possible, because we just rely on that for the autofocusing, for recording 120p or 240p slow-mo, despite this camera doesn't have the capability of having 240p in 1080, but I don't think anybody is missing it. But the main difference is that we are trying to capture a whole flow and the strength of the water flowing from a river with a bucket. And the very moment we do it in our bucket, the water is not flowing anymore, so there's no strength anymore. So thank you, Nikon, to having kept the 3D tracking rather than having integrated AI technology in the Nikon Z8. If you want to make a comparison to another form of art, which is music, the sounds, they arise from silence, and then after they're played, they fade away. While with photography and with video, it is a whole flow of things, because the eyes never stop seeing, and then eventually we will have to put all the elements together to tell a story. And so it is a different form of art, hence the higher burst rates, hence the need for 4K, 8K recording, because since we want to capture a whole flow, to be able to go back home and put together the best out of it in post in order to tell a story, truth is that you cannot catch it all, nor you can get rid of it. And so this is still in our capable hands. So still with the Nikon, experience makes a difference. So still with the Nikon, experienced and old fellows like myself feel at home, because we can eventually go out there seeking for that special moment, and then if need be we can record a documentary with 120 frames per second and then take the best out of it. So here is a product for the prosumer sector, not for professionals. I would love to have a bigger camera. I think for me the Nikon Z9 would be a better choice because I have big hands, so I will need that additional grip that also translates into a bigger battery. But the Nikon Z8 is definitely a great product. I cannot wait to have my hands on it. So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on your social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the new videos to come, and I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.